Yo, what is going on, you guys? XbL here, making a video on Black Ops 4 review on what I think about this game and how everyone's gonna fucking tell me I should just move on because this game's long dead. But I'm still playing this game because this is just the game I know how to fucking play, and I still love playing it. It's just I do miss the classic Call of Duties, like I say in every video, and it is a lot different. But okay, here we go. I've basically made a review on every game since I started this channel. I believe on starting with Advanced Warfare all the way through now. The only games I think I did not do a review on was World War II, because I just was not doing YouTube, and honestly I just did not like the game very much at all. It's gotten a lot better since all the updates, so I do play it a lot more nowadays, but that's not what we're here to talk about. I'm here to talk about Black Ops 4 and my opinions and thoughts on this game. And I've always thought Black Ops 3 was really good for the advanced movement system. I thought Black Ops 3 was well done for having the advanced movement system. I've never been a fan of the advanced movement system, and I'm very, very happy that they left it out here in this game. But the advanced movement system was something I hated a lot from Advanced Warfare, most of all. Infinite Warfare was probably my least favorite game ever. Fucking hated that game. But Black Ops 3 seemed to do it okay. I don't know what it was about it, but Black Ops 3, I made it to 10th of Siege. I haven't been able to do that in the last like 4 CODs, except for Modern Warfare Remastered, in a long time. So I don't know what they did right. It was just good. It was smooth. I think the way the game flew like how the guns played and how the it was very smooth of a game. I think that's what made me enjoy it. And of course you had those deadly Treyarch kill streaks. But getting on with Black Ops 4, I think my first I'm gonna start with some of the positives. I was gonna start with the kill streaks because that is definitely a topic that is kind of mixed feelings about with the community. But I'm going to get on with some of the good things first before I start bashing the game, and I'm not saying it's bad in any way. But I do think this game is okay. It's not the best, but I think it's going to be a good game. I just don't know if it's going to save the franchise like everyone's talking about. Everyone's talking about Black Ops 4 needs to save the community, and I'm just not sure if that's gonna be the case. I don't know if anything can at this point. But one things I like about the game is, honestly, I did not think I'd like this, and I was talking so much shit about it. And I mean, I could still go for either or, but the stim, the self-revive, the self-regen system, not so bad. I actually kind of like it because when I've gotten into some sticky situations, it's been easy to get out of, like just regen. With the health being as high as it is, the regen's actually pretty good. I actually really like the regen. Like, it's easy to just come out, pop someone, get shot, and then come back in real quick. If you got cover next to you, just cover real quick, heal yourself, get back out there. I'm going into the health in a minute. I do think that's positive about the game. I think that was actually surprisingly a good addition. I don't think anyone really expected to like it as much as they did, but I think most people have had mixed feelings about it, but most people have honestly not minded the self-regen health. It's been an easy transition for me. A lot of YouTubers, a lot of gamers said it took them a few games, like a few games to an hour to get used to it. I don't know, maybe I just watched too much Black Ops 4 gameplay before I got my hands on it or something, but I actually adapted to the regen system pretty easily. I actually had no problem at all getting on board to this system, and the regen, like in my first game, I was already doing fine. The stim was super easy. Okay, maybe my second game. Maybe I was a little rough on the first game. I just did not know. The first game I remember I got pissed. So I don't know, maybe I was playing against fucking tryhards. I don't know. I just didn't have a feel for this game at all. Another thing is, and a lot of people also have mixed feelings on this, and it's nothing we saw in the beta, but I think I'm really glad that they're bringing back a bunch of classic maps to the game. Besides the point, I just haven't gotten to make any more videos really about Black Ops 4 at all. This is my first Black Ops 4 video. I'm really glad they're bringing classic maps back because I just don't think Call of Duty maps nowadays are just the best, are just very good maps in my opinion. Like this map right here, any maps we're looking at, all the maps they try to put in the games now. Like World War II had the worst maps in history, and they only launched with 9. But the maps they try to make nowadays is they try to make it so camping is near impossible. And it's not like it's not like I'm a camper or I care about that shit. It's just the way the maps are designed now, there's no cover. And there's a bunch of entryways and windows into every tiny spot you are in the map. Like right here, people can come at you from a million different ways. A million. There's so many ways that people can come at you, and it just makes the gameplay hectic, which I think is what they're trying to do for the competitive gaming and all that. I understand what they're trying to do there, but it's just like it makes the maps just hectic, and there's like no cover, and the map design, I think in that sense, I think the map design has really gone downhill. There's not really been a lot of iconic maps, if you can think about, since they started doing all these crazy maps where there's entryways into every corner of every possible spot of the map. There hasn't been any iconic maps. None of the maps have been a fan favorite. None of them. And in Black Ops 4, they're bringing back a bunch of iconic maps: Jungle, Firing Range, Summit, and Slums, and Nuketown eventually. All those maps are classic COD maps, Call of Duty maps from before COD was a big meme, and they were major iconic maps, and that's not the case. They brought back alone 4 maps from Black Ops 1, and it's because they knew how to make maps. They don't, and you know, if they're going to be bringing maps back from old games like that, if they're going to bring back 5 maps from older Call of Duty games that were simple back then, iconic maps without this crazy, there's a doorway or a pathway to every spot of the map. You're just surrounded by doorways where someone could come from. If they're bringing maps like that, 5 of them back to the game, and I'm sure they're gonna remaster or remake some of the maps with DLC in this game from past CODs, I think they can, make classic maps, because it's obvious that they're trying to put these maps in here so people will buy the game and people will feel happy with what that they're getting, maps that everyone loves. I think they can go back to the old map design. Modern Warfare 2 is a big camping spree, and I understand, and that's why they've changed up the maps. But I think that's been a big problem with Call of Duty's problem. That's been a big Call of Duty problem. That's their biggest problem, is the map design. I think has been one of the biggest problems that they've had. But I'm really glad they're bringing back those maps. And to be honest with you, not all of these maps were complete shit. This new map design has made it so there's not very many iconic maps, but it doesn't mean they're bad. I don't think these maps are horrible. They're not like World War II's maps. I mean, those maps are just fucking god-awful. Not all the DLC maps, but, most of them are. But anyway, the maps aren't that bad. I really like the heist mode. The heist mode was really fun. I played, and I didn't even mean to click on it. I was just trying to, level up and get that permanent unlock token. But I really liked the heist mode, and I clicked on accident, played a game, freaking dominated the first game. I think that's what caught my interest. But it was a really fun mode, and I'm really looking forward to it on the main game. I really hope they bring back well, they're gonna bring back heist, but I really hope they bring back gun game, infected, because they just added that to Black Ops 3 for the first time in Treyarch's history. That was more of an Infinity Ward / Sledgehammer thing, and they brought infected to the game late. So I hope they bring gun game. I hope they bring infected, heist. I really hope they bring sticks and stones back. That would be really fucking cool. Just a lot, and wager matches. If they could bring wager matches back to this game, I think that would also be a lot of fun. I don't know how the currency is going to work in this game, because wager match, the way Black Ops 1 worked was on COD points, but COD points worked a lot differently. They weren't the microtransaction COD points. They were in-game Call of Duty currency, in-game only, available to unlock in-game, which was amazing. I miss those days. Love the world now because it's all about money. And I think that's what was really fun about it, was you were betting against people in the other games about, for Call of Duty points, wager, or just currency, in-game currency, and it was really cool. I thought that was fun, and it brought a more hype feeling to the game, and it made it more competitive and just all around fun. And if they could do that, that'd be awesome. Put it in its own party game playlist, like how they had in Black Ops 1. That would be really cool. Another thing I actually enjoy about this game is some of the weapons, which is also a little bit of controversy on there. A lot of the weapons people believe to be recycled from old Call of Duty games, but like I said, this game feels a lot different than just any other Call of Duty game. It's a lot different. So the way the guns feel, to me, feel different. I don't know how to explain it. It feels different. And so with the guns being, somewhat recycled or what, it's bringing back, they're not the same weapons. They're different weapons, but a lot of people think that they look exactly alike. They feel exactly alike the way they work. And that that being a little bit true, it's also kind of nice because it also feels so different at the same time that it's the best of both worlds for the people that, you know, love the older games and love the newer game, and, you know, like the newer games. So it's kind of a little bit of both because people are getting a feeling that they're used to, they're comfortable with, they've had before. I really like the new KN gun in this game. It's amazing. That's what I was using, I think, a lot of this gameplay. But the KN is amazing. I love this gun. It's way better than the Black Ops 3 KN. I hope they don't nerf it. There's a lot of guns in here. I hope they don't nerf, because I always like having that one gun that's a little bit better. You know, I don't like them all being overpowered. I don't like it being super overpowered. Just a tiny bit better than the other ones. You know, I don't like everything being exactly balanced. It's kind of nice when those guns stick out a little bit, because, you know, all the iconic weapons everyone wants, you know, in the game, as such as the MSMC or the ACR or the Intervention, or, you know, just like stuff like that. They were, besides the Intervention, they were all like overpowered. Come on, they were all overpowered. The Bow was overpowered. The Honey Badger, those were favored weapons, and they were all overpowered, and they were just well-designed weapons, and they worked really well. And so it's good to have those guns, you know. Anyway, so you know, the game's, in my case, isn't that bad. The color's great. Everything there is great. They brought Specialist back, which is, I guess, alright. Wasn't my favorite thing about the game, but, you know, Specialist is back, and it doesn't ruin the game, so it's doable. But color's great. Okay, getting into the negative things. My first complaint, my really big complaint, is that getting into the stim and the health, and how the stim works really well with the health. I also, at the same time, really fucking hate the health in this game. I really hate it, because I always felt like Treyarch had higher health than all the other Call of Duty developers had, like Infinity Ward, and come on, y'all remember Ghost, and in Modern Warfare 3, and the health was always just super low. And like World of War II and even Sledgehammer, I mean, their health is normal. Maybe World War II is a little quicker, but I mean, if you're playing Advanced Warfare or Modern Warfare 2, the health was always a little, like, I thought that was perfect health. Yeah, I thought Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1, Black Ops 3 all had perfect health. Like, it was a little longer than what I like, because I kind of, to be honest, I like the faster health. I like the faster shoot and kill, kind of like Ghost. Not that fast, maybe a little slower, like more like Modern Warfare. But, you know, that being said, I thought Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1 was perfect for me. I thought it was fine where it was, and this is just a little too long for me. The stim, I think, works a lot better. The self-regen works a lot better with the self-revive, or the, the health. But in my opinion, just having to shoot someone that much to die, and then they can just go around the corner and self-regen, and I gotta shoot them again, and they're fucking bunny hopping. They fixed that, thank God. That's another good thing. And they're just fucking keep running around corners. Like, it just makes it impossible, and it's so annoying and frustrating. And also, like, I know this game's supposed to be more tactical and shit, but, you know, that's I'll get into that in a second. I mean, the game is, they're trying to make it more tactical, and I understand, but the health is still way too long. I still don't like it, and it's just, they're trying to make Call of Duty this tactical game, which they did okay with on this game. Black Ops 4, it's not a bad game. I'm enjoying it, but it's just going back to the whole topic about Call of Duty just stealing ideas and making a game different from what it is. Like, I just don't. Bottom line, I will never understand why they changed their game so much when they were already at the top, man. Like, these developers, Activision, Call of Duty was the #1 game. Everyone loved this game. Everybody loved this game, and they're changing it so much, and they're trying to be all tactical now, when Call of Duty was just a fucking spawn trap, quickscope, fucking fuckfest. Like, it was just insane first-person shooter. Like, you could run in the spawn and just melt everyone if you were skilled enough. Like, it's just so different now, and, you know, it makes it near impossible. If 2 or 3 people in this game are running at you, and you just can't, you have no chance. You have no chance, because they all take a whole clip each to kill, and you're one guy against 3. I used to be able to melt those guys in any other game, but in this game, it's it's almost impossible. They got to be really bad. They got to be really fucking bad if you're able to do something like that. And I don't know. That's just, I don't like that. I don't like that part of the play style. Because I don't sit back and be tactical. Like, you know, you got to be playing either with friends or you got to have people in game chat with mics. And we all know that next gen consoles, Xbox and places, like, you can't, no one's fucking in game chat anymore. It's another thing I miss about the olden days, like the older Call of Duties and the older Xbox 360, the old gen, is that game chat was huge. The community was alive. People were here talking, shit talking, and I think they did that a lot for like little kids and shit. But you know what? The game's rated M for a fucking reason. It's rated M because it's rated M for mature 17 plus. Kids can't buy it without their parents. If their parents are okay in this shit, then you know what? They need to be putting the blood, the gore. They need to be putting that shit in the games. They need to be putting, you know, the game chat. They need to be having this shit because parents are in charge of their kids getting this game. They should be knowing what their kids are playing. If, you know, if they have this game, even if they're not the ones buying it for them, they should be knowing what their kids are doing. Like, if you're going to be parenting correctly. So I just don't agree with that. But going back to the topic of the regen system and the health, I just hate the whole thing about Call of Duty making it what it's not. You know, if you're the best-selling franchise in the world and you have so many fans, and so many fans are bitching about this, fans are bitching about quickscopes and how fast you die and shit, but guess what? They're still playing the game. You know why? Because it's fun. They're playing the game because it's fun. I bitched about quickscopes all the time, but you know what? I fucking love it. I bitched about all this little shit. I bitched about it because I was bitching about it. Because I was mad. Because I died off a nuke, or I died really close to some, or I thought it was bullshit. I was on this high-ass kill streak and I just got quickscoped real fast. That shit happened. People still got nukes. Bullshit happened, but you know what? It made the game more fun. Going into Rust, quickscoping sucks. You can still do it, but it's just, I know with the whole no aim assist, it just doesn't make it as fun when you're not hitting. I love going pop, pop. Like going between Rust and going to each side and just hitting all my shots. You can't do that consistently anymore. And I still miss the quick scoping. I wish it would just go back to normal. Getting on top, like I've gone into map designs with MW2. The maps just don't have, they have character, but they just don't have the mobility that they did before. You know how you could get on the crane, on this shit. I've gone over all this shit a lot in the past videos, but they just don't have the design they used to, where you could get up to cool spots that were really low key. Everyone knew about them, but it was like, you were like, ah shit, he's on top of the high-rise building, you know? Like, I don't know the correct wording for this, but you know what I think? I think a lot of you guys know the old games. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Now they have just an out-of-bounds thing if you go out of bounds. So getting out of maps is basically impossible anymore. I know that wasn't how the game was designed, but it was still fun. You know, people patched it. They patched it. They let us have our fun for a little bit. It made the game fun having those glitches, you know? And now they just make it so you die if you're out of bounds, which, I don't know. It's... I'm talking about little details, guys. I'm talking about little things here, but it's the little things like that that made the game fun. And honestly, I miss quickscoping in the old map design. I miss the old games. I think they were great. And in just my opinion, again, they're copying Battlefield, they've copied Titanfall, they've copied Destiny, they've copied a numerous amount of games. And just the question is to be asked with how many millions of people that were playing this game before is, why? Why did you change? Because the fans begged you to change? I wasn't one of those guys. I wasn't one of those people. And then they start doing thruster packs and shit, and that's not what we meant. That's not what we meant, you guys. Come on. You're gonna turn us into fucking Titanfall and Destiny? This game was millions and millions of people were playing before, and now it's just a giant meme. So what's the question, guys? What is the overall conclusion to this? Is that Call of Duty's made themselves something they're not. They already had millions and millions of people playing, selling a lot of money, having some of the best-selling games of all time to this. And they're not selling as much as they were. And it's just one simple thing. Stop trying new shit. Just go back to what you were. Go back to what you were. And that's the only thing I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anymore. That's for another video. I'm ranting now, and I'm just because that's my... I love this game. I used to love this game, but now it's kind of... I still play it because it's still okay, but it's not the same. And I loved it before it changed this much, and it's really sad to see like my favorite game just be something that it's not, and something that's an embarrassment now. And everyone was like, you play that game? And I'm like, I mean, yeah. And they're like, all like, oh, that game sucks, you know, like, because it's just kind of a joke now. But Besides the point, Black Ops 4 I think is a solid game if we're going into having how it is now, how the game is, and how it's played. It's a solid game. I actually really like the stim. I like a lot of things about the game. I'm excited to see the full release of the game because another reason is I'm excited for September because I'm excited. I keep talking, but I'm excited. I'm excited for Battle Royale Blackout. I really want to see how that plays because I've loved the whole concept of Battle Royale. I really love Fortnite because of it. Like, and PUBG, it's like, I love the whole concept of Battle Royale. Being as big as it is with the storm chasing you, going to find your shit, like, it's so much fun. But I just never caught on to those games because, I don't know, Fortnite gets me, guys. I don't know if I can do Fortnite because I can't build, I can't do any of that shit. And it's fun because I'm playing with friends, but if I'm playing alone and I'm sucking balls, not being able to get a kill and just dying right off the bat, like, or I have to hide the whole match and hope I'm one of the last few alive on fucking solos. I can't do it. And Call of Duty is a game I know. Call of Duty is a game I was really good at one point. I'm still decent at it. And so with a Battle Royale in a game I'm already good at, a game mode that changes the game drastically like this, that adds something like, you know, how big Battle Royale is now to it, I am really excited to see that. That's what I'm most looking forward to because this game is going downhill for me. And it's been, you know, the same shit every year. It's getting kind of old. It would have been awesome if we had the old Call of Duty style with the newer games because I'd still be having a good time, but it's just not as fun as it used to. Plus, I've been doing it for so many years. It's going to get old after a while. So having something like Battle Royale come to play is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that. I am excited. So I can't wait to see how that plays out with all the maps and everything they say they're going to add into Battle Royale. It's supposed to be a mix of like all the past Black Ops maps and World at War and all the characters and all that. I'm excited. Can't wait to see it for September, and I'm going to give my review. But here's my Black Ops 4 review. I have yet to do a World War II review. Not going to do one at this point. But yep, so this is my thoughts and opinions on Black Ops 4. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments, whoever watches this video. And I know I'm not very consistent, but I like to put out YouTube videos sometimes because it's still fun for me to do. I just don't like how YouTube is now and how, you know, this game is now, and a lot of other things is why I'm just a busy man now. But it's always fun to put out a video. I love doing it because it's just fun for me, and I love, you know, for whoever watches and stuff. But yeah, leave comments, likes down below, and tell me what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and the commentary. I have more Black Ops 4 videos coming out. I probably have a few more planned and a few more things to show. So thank you guys so much for watching, and this has been ImSkyllon, and I'll talk to you soon in another video. All right, peace out, guys.